Fox fans, how are you? You're pleased to know that this one, this piece of magic, hasn't got much sleight of hand in it. This is a good self-worker almost, something visual, something that's going to be really striking. Something that I've been using for a couple of years now. What I wanted to do was grab people's attention when you're in a busy environment, whether it's doing street magic, close-up magic, or even parlour magic, something that's going to snap out at them. And by stretching a coin is something that's going to be remarkable, where you can just dump it back onto the table. Now, what I wanted to do here was produce something that was going to be durable, last forever, and it's, you know, got multi-functions, if you like. It doesn't have to be a coin that you're stretching. It could be a key, a bottle top, anything that's a little bit metallic, got a bit of silver in it. Because it's so quick and visual, you'll see what I mean in a moment. Very proud of this one. Let's open the box, find out what's inside. So, here we have it. You've opened it up, and inside you have found this. Looks like something unusual, looks like a little bit of a bottle opener, doesn't it? But handled correctly, and this is going to look like molten metal in someone's hands. Now, you'll notice that it's on a piece of elastic here. Now, what's going to happen is at this end, there's some shrink tubing, and underneath that, you'll also notice that there's a little clip. You can unclip that and take the gimmick off when you want to change the elastic for something else. You might want to put this on a reel if you want to. There are advantages to having it on a reel, but there's also disadvantages for it as well, which we can talk about. This is on an elastic. The reason being, I find for me personally, it's a little bit easier that it slides back into position rather than just snaps back. When it snaps back, there's too much commotion happening on your jacket. On the other end of this, you're going to see that there is a safety pin. This safety pin gets attached to wherever you want to execute this move from. Now, when you're taking a closer look at your gimmick, you'll notice at one end, there's like a gnarled edge to it. That's so that it looks like a coin from head on as you're switching it in when someone's up real close to it. Not that anybody really notices it anyway, but it also gives you a little bit of grip so that you can grab the gimmick when it's in your sleeve. How do you set this up? This is going to go into your sleeve so that you can pull it out, take it, and then stretch it, and it will snap back in. Now, the way to do this, you're going to have to alter this slightly. What you want it to do is go inside your sleeve, up your sleeve, and put this round about sort of your elbow so that this rests poking out just slightly. You don't want this dangling down like this into your hand. What you want it to do is to sit about there, just there, so that when you can drop your hands down, it falls, because the elastic's got some elasticity to it, obviously. This is where it's better than a reel. It bounces, it kind of wobbles up and down. You can grab it. So as you drop your hands down, this falls into your palm, which enables you to pull it out. Then you've got access to it. So I'm going to let you put this into your jacket so that it just comes down to your wrist just here and sits there so that you can just about grab it. Set that up right now. Okay, so that you're all set now, I'm going to place this in with a coin. Okay, I usually ask someone if there is a coin that I could borrow, and when I take it back, I don't tell them what I'm about to do. I'm not going to say, look, I'm going to stretch it, because obviously then everyone's going to burn your hands. What I do is take it back and chat about the way that metal can be bent. You may have seen Uri Geller on TV when he used to bend the forks and the spoons. While you're doing that, your right hand drops down by your side. Now look what happens. Mine's all set up here. My gimmick's here. Now I've got a bracelet on, which I probably should have taken off a little while ago. Got a bracelet there, which it hits against sometimes. So this comes down to here. As this drop, even if I'm sitting down, when I drop my hands by my side, the gimmick is here already. Look, it's already sitting there. So all I do is bring it out to here. That's it. Now look what I'm doing. I'm holding it between my thumb and index finger. That's it. So I'm holding it here like this, and I've got the coin here. As I bring the coin back down to here, to maybe eye level if they're seated, I basically put the gimmick on top of the coin. Okay, not in front of people like that, I don't. But as I come up to here, bring it up to here, and I just place this on top, and then I can carry on talking, because it looks like I've just put the coin there. What I've actually done is placed it here, and then these fingers, let it fall down onto it. So I'm actually holding the coin in my fingers like this, but that's taking its place. Can you see? They won't suspect anything, they just think it's the coin while you carry on talking. I then bring this out and I bend it up and down like this. And as I'm doing that, I pull like that, execute, well, it looks great, doesn't it? Pull this, okay, and then I'm going to bring it back. I'm not going to let go from here. I'm going to bring it back, and then while it's up to here, I'm going to let go. So now I've let go, but I've pushed the coin in its place. So at the same time, I'm still doing this. So now I can still have my hands free like this and place the coin back down. Happens that quick, really is that quick. So once again, I retrieve my gimmick, comes up to here, going to place it here, straight on top, push forward, pull, bring it back up to here, bend, wobble. Have a little play with that, and I'm going to show you another routine as well. You getting the hang of it? You all right? It happens really quickly, doesn't it? That's where you need to make sure that you don't do it so quick that people just miss the point. That's why it gives you plenty of time, because all the elastic does the work for you. You just have to work on the presentation. Let it happen. Take the coin, bend it up and down. Let them really get into the conversation that you're giving them. You'll see those coins that when you give it a little bit of a wiggle, it looks like that they bend, and you can, it kind of looks like that they stretch. You know the kind of things I mean? And of course, and then your hands free. There they go. I use this over and over again for all kinds of things. I find myself walking around on tables and I pick up a spoon or something, and I get the bowl of the spoon and I hold that and stretch the bowl of the spoon out as well. It's multi-uses that I use it for as well. Just using your own imagination just comes up with, you will walk around thinking, I could stretch that. So it's that kind of moment. But I really encourage you to do that. Bend it here, then let it go, but carry on bending it so that it doesn't look like it's left their sight. And it hasn't really, because you're engaging them in conversations. Now, the other way that you could do this, if I come up to here, is the same kind of way, but instead of doing it slowly, you're going to grab their attention so everyone looks. You're going to burn your fingers a little bit, so you've got to be real careful, holding it at the right angle. The coin is now on my hand. I'm going to stretch it, and I'm actually going to let go of it this time. But as I let go, I'm going to throw the coin in the air. So it looks like that when I do that and it pulls back, it looks like that it snaps back in midair. I'm going to show you some close-ups on that so you get the hang of it as well. So you just take this through, once again, coming up to here, and as I do, gimmick goes on top, coins in my hand, coming up to there, I stretch here, put a bit of effort into it, like this, then bring it up, and as I'm going to let go of this, that's when I throw this in the air. The retention of vision is literally perfect. Do it in the mirror a few times, and I encourage you to record yourself on your phone, set it up so you can see it happen a few times. It's remarkable the way you throw it and it looks like it's just changed in mid-air. I love that kind of thing. Have a little practice with that one as well now. So can you see how easy it is to manipulate this thing? It drops down into your hand, you bring it back out to here, and you're ready to stretch it. I've got a key here. I do the same thing. I hold the key out to the same kind of thing that I do at close up, or if someone's got a set of keys, I pick them up, bring that up to here, stretch it back out like this, and then say, oh, there's something wrong with that. Then hand it back out again. Anything It doesn't matter, as long as they see this silver streak that you're pulling out your hand all of a sudden, and then you don't just hold it there for a second, and don't hold it there for ages. Hold it there for a second, and that's all they get to see, and your hand's free. Your hand's free. Now, of course, you can put your pull inside your jacket, so it kind of acts like a bit of a pendulum as you pick this up, so it fires in and out of this part of your jacket. I personally don't. I always put it up my sleeve. It's not in the way because it's right up here, and I can pull my sleeves up when I'm doing other work as well, so it's always in there. Once you know where it goes, you can fix it back into another jacket. It doesn't necessarily have to work in the way of it has to be in the exact same location. You kind of feel for it as you bring it down. You kind of adapt. You bring it out, and you're all ready to go. With your gimmick. Every single time you drop your hands down, it doesn't actually flap about in your hand like this, but it's just that you know that it's there, you can feel it. So if at any moment you can reach out, grab it, and then do your move, and then let it go again. I'm really pleased with the way this works. More so that it's quick and visual, and a lot of people don't associate my kind of magic with that type of thing in terms of no sleight of hand, because I love sleight of hand. But what I do love about this is it restructures everything for you so that the kind of work's done. All you've got to do is the presentation, and make sure that you do spend time on that presentation. So remember, any object that you think could be stretched, do it. It doesn't have to be a silver coin as such. All right, yeah, it can't be copper, but as long as it's like in the UK, a pound coin, or in the euro, coins, they've got like a bit of a gold edge to them as well. Doesn't matter, as long as there's a bit of silver and metallic in there, you can still get away with pulling and stretching the coin. A key, a bottle top, take it off a bottle and then stretch that as well. They can all be manipulated in that way because they're nice and quick. Can the coin be signed? Yeah, why not? It's such a quick routine that you can bring it back over there, stretch it, bang, put it back on the table. It's all examinable as well. They're not going to stretch it and see a signature on there because it happens so quickly. So you take a coin, you ask someone about it, you look around, stretch, bang, and it fires back, and it's dropped on the table again. Nothing to be found. Try different objects. Think about it. Think about what's around the table and hang on a minute, I could stretch this. I actually did it once with a candlestick, a silver candlestick, and the candles were there, and I reached forward with the gimmick in my hand. So as I've reached forward like this, I've got the gimmick here, and I said, oh, what's wrong with the candlestick here? And I've reached out and then gone, ugh, like that, and I stretched out this silver candelabra. What's happened? What's happened there? You know, so it looked like it had stretched. There's so much there. It's quite comedic as well, but more to the point, it happens so quickly, and you're taking advantage of them just watching you and coming across different things that you can just suddenly stretch. I hope you really enjoy it. Sit down, work it, play with it properly. Thank you, all of you, for your continued support. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I enjoy doing, and now enabling you to enjoy the things that you enjoy doing. We're all helping one another. Thanks so much. See you next time. Enjoy what you do.